A new poll showing over 2/3 of Americans don't have a liberal view on social issues. Yet companies still use such social issues to advertise to consumers. NTD's Arian Pastar spoke with a Wall Street banker to find out possible reasons behind the push.
On Thursday, Gallop released its annual Values and Beliefs survey. 38% of people now say they're conservative on social issues, which is up 5% from last year. At the same time, only 29% say they're liberal on those issues, down 5% from last year. Last year, the numbers were split evenly. This new poll comes in the light of multiple companies suffering financial losses after including social issues in their advertisements. To explore this issue, I spoke with Kevin Stocklin, producer of the new documentary, The Shadow State, an investigation of the ESG industry.
If people don't seem to agree with those social issues, why do companies use them to advertise to consumers?
Yeah, well, it's a great question. And one could wonder, companies like Target and Anheuser-Busch and Disney and Coca-Cola, why would they behave this way? In fact, they're acting very rationally. They are acting in response to what the majority of their shareholders want.
Stocklin points out a major conflict of interest about shareholders these days, which is that 3/4 of all publicly traded stocks are not held by the people who paid for them, but by fund managers such as BlackRock, Vanguard, and others.
And they are pushing very hard to have corporate America align with what are called the ESG goals, environmental, social, and governance.
Those goals include climate issues, racial topics, and more. And even though such investments often don't bring returns, Stocklin says the fund managers don't suffer the losses, but the people do.
Ultimately, the shareholders, pensioners, retirees, savers, we all take a hit. But the asset managers who are going to earn fees regardless whether the price goes up or down, they're the ones who are actually controlling the share votes. They're the ones who actually get to control the CEOs and the corporate executives.
But why do the fund managers push those ESG goals? Stocklin says that's because many of them have joined organizations such as the World Economic Forum or Climate Action 100.
So many of these asset managers today have now signed pledges with these clubs that across their entire portfolios, they will enforce this ESG agenda.
However, BlackRock denies allegations of following ESG goals. A company representative testified before the Texas State Court in December.
You're saying that you have absolutely no bias and you don't have any tilting towards an ESG score whatsoever.
Senator, we have one bias, and that's to get the best risk-adjusted returns for our clients. That is our bias.
Arian Pastar, NTD News.